Liz here. Welcome to my craft room. I'm going to be giving a quick tutorial today on watercolouring. I'm using the brand new stamp set from the 2015-2016 annual catalogue. Very excited that it's launched today. And I'm going to be using You've Got This, and it's on page 113. So let's get started. As you can see here, well actually as you may not be able to see here, is that I've actually stamped the flower onto watercolour paper using Versamark, and then I've heat embossed it using white embossing powder. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that very well, but your flower will start to come to life once you start colouring it. So what I've used is for the flower, as far as the pink is concerned, I've just used Pink Pirouette and Melon Mambo, and I've coloured them onto some window sheeting, which I've already done here. And you're going to use a blender pen, which I love these. You can use either end and multiple colours, and just colour off the colour once you've used it and pick up another colour. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to start with my lightest colour, which is Pink Pirouette. I'm just going to pick that up off the window sheet, and I'm going to start where I want the colour the darkest. So I just start blending out that colour, and I'll just do it for all of them. Wherever I want the colour the darkest, that's where I'll start, and then I'll just keep blending out onto each petal, and I'll just keep grabbing some of that colour, starting where I want it the darkest and going out. And watercolour paper is really the best for this. I love Stampin' Up watercolour paper. It really is superior in our market. I have tried other watercolour paper, and Stampin' Up watercolour paper is the best. So I'm just going to do that for all of my petals. And start dragging that colour out. So once I've done that, then I'll start with the Melon Mambo, and I might even just take a bit off, and you'll see the watercolour paper, it'll start to sort of blend it out, and I'll just blend that out through the whole leaf, wherever I want it, or petal should I say. And I'll just keep going with all of them where I want it the darkest, and I'll keep dragging that colour out. You can pick up some of the lighter colour again and just blend them together. Dragging that colour out. As you can see, I'm using like both colours. You just sort of can pick up some colour and then not the other one. And just drag them out and blend them together. Now if I wanted it darker in like one of the areas, or some of the areas, I will actually grab my pen and just go directly to that area, and then actually get my blender pen and drag that back out. The biggest thing with watercolouring is just practice, and also too, you don't have to have too much colour. Like you don't need to colour in the whole leaf. You still need to you still need to make sure you're allowing for light and shade. So now I'll move on to the leaves. And I'm going to start with Pear Pizzazz. Now what you can do is you can squeeze the colour into the lid, and then the lid will have some ink in it, and you can pick that up. So just make sure there's nothing on your blender pen and pick up another colour. I actually take some off, and then I just drag that out, starting where I want it the darkest. I'll just start where I want it the darkest and drag that out. The watercolour paper also makes sure that your it doesn't peel when you're dragging out this colour. Okay, so if I want it a bit darker, I've got some old olive here, and I'm just going to have it darker places where I need it. And then if you want to as well, you can just grab the pen and do it directly to the leaf, so you can have some darker spots there. And you can just blend them out if you want to. So with the middle, so that's it there. You can see my card here that I've coloured, and I've actually cut it out and cut those leaves out. So I'm just going to show you how I've done the stamens, I suppose you would call them. And I've done them with Daffodil Delight, get it right. And I've just gone over them like that, really lightly. And then I've got the more mustard, which I know you might think is really dark, but then I've just gone and just coloured some of them in. So it doesn't look that dark when you've done it. Like that. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. I'm sure that you'll love this stamp set as much as I have, and you'll probably see it featured more on my blog. Thanks for watching. Bye!